welcome back to my channel, and for those of you who are stopping by for the first time, welcome to these sweet streets where we love to keep everything cute. We love all things aesthetically pleasing, right? So if that's your zhuzh and you like fragrances and you like to smell, you know, like the boss that you are, think about sticking around and, you know, giving us a thumbs up in this video. Let me know what other kind of things you like, and we might see if we can incorporate some of those things as well. So if you happen to hear some clanking around in the background, a little background noise, I'm sorry you guys. I don't live alone, but just when I get everybody out of the house and plan to shoot a video, my housekeepers are here. So if you hear the clanking, that's what's happening. So I'm somebody that, you know, one of the best compliments you can give me, the one that really does something to me and really tickles my fancy, is when you tell me I smell good. If you tell me I smell good, I'm like, ah, thank you. I mean, it does something, you know. So I love a fragrance that makes me feel confident. You know, there are some people that wear, it doesn't really matter if the fragrance is expensive or if it's under the luxury line or what. If you don't use soap and water, you're defeating the purpose, sis. You're defeating the purpose. Listen, you have to, you know, start with the soap and water. Get you a good shower regimen. You know what I mean? Get you something that's gonna work for you, because we're not all the same. We all have different needs, and so I could tell you what works for me, but what works for me may not work for you. So you may have to play around with different deodorants. If your deodorant is not holding you, and I know all you natural girlies know aluminum, it's probably smart, but I don't know. I need a little aluminum. I need something that, you know, is gonna ensure that, you know, I'm not offensive to me first, but to anybody else. I don't want to be offensive. I just don't. So a good shower routine. Get you some, you know, nice body wash, something that doesn't dry your skin out, because I didn't know this until recently. The more oily your skin is, the better your fragrance stays, right? So you want to make sure that you have something that's hydrating to your skin, so your skin is not all dried out and crusty and cracked and all the things. And then you want to make sure you have something like I use a body cream under all of my fragrances. As soon as I get out of the shower, I'm putting on a body cream. Something fragrant that kind of seeps into my pores, something that my fragrance can play off of. If you watched any of my other videos, you know, the fragrance videos, you know, and probably some of the vlogs where I always talk about a base layer of some sort. And again, that needs to be something that's hydrating to your skin, because the more hydrated your skin is, the longer your fragrance will last. The drier your skin is, your fragrance is gonna it's gonna be out the door. So either a body cream, I like body cream, some people like body oils, whatever works for you. And if it's not working for you, try something else. I can't say it enough, sis. Good hygiene will take you far. It'll take you places. In this video today, we're gonna talk about 5 of my favorite fragrances in my collection. These are good fragrances to get if you're someone who's not afraid to spend your coin on fragrances that will last you, that are heavy hitters. I tend to like something more gourmand, which is a dessert fragrance. You know, that's something more sweet. That's typically my go-to. So if I had a skin scent, a fragrance, which is something that lays closest to your, or works best with your chemistry, or works, yeah, that kind of mirrors your skin scent. You know, that's what a skin scent fragrance is. So you want to make sure that you have something like that in your collection that is your go-to. Now, the reason I typically tend to spend a coin or spend my coin on a niche fragrance or a designer fragrance is because they have a higher oil concentration to them. Niche fragrances for sure have like a much higher oil concentration, and the oil is what's going to help the fragrance to stay. So you hear eau de parfum, eau de toilette, those kinds of things, those kind of terms used in the fragrance world. Eau de parfum has more oil concentration than the eau de toilette. So the eau de toilette, or EDT, if you ever see EDT or EDP, that's what those stand for. They're gonna probably be less expensive, not cheap, just less expensive. An eau de toilette will be less expensive than the eau de parfum or I call it Extrait because that's how it's spelled. People have all these fancy, you know, pronunciations and stuff, but the Extraits tend to have even more of a oil concentration to them. Then there's all this lingo, this perfume lingo. I'm just trying to put you guys up so you'll know when you see it, you know, because the sweets, we need to be, you know, we need to be on point. So top notes, heart notes or mid notes or base notes, okay? So those things, tend to hear those when you're spraying a fragrance. So when you spray your fragrance, sweets and guest, when you spray your fragrance, when you go to the store, the mall, or whatever, and or the, you know, boutique, and you spray a fragrance, don't do this. This is the first thing we do, right? Or, you know, you see that and then smell it. Don't do that. Just spray it, let it develop. Let it develop on your skin, because there are top notes, which is what you're gonna smell right away. Then as it starts to dry down, you get to the heart notes or the mid notes of the fragrance. And as probably about 20 to 30 minutes or so, as it starts to really sit in on your skin and you know, mix in with your body chemistry, that will be the base note. And so you wanna let that fragrance, when you spray it on you, don't make your decision right away. Walk around the mall, walk around the store, get you a sample, live with it for a little while, and make sure that it doesn't develop into anything that you can't stand. You know? So you want to make sure that you give it time to go through its whole process on your skin. I'm not big on smelling the paper cards, you know, when they spray the perfume on the card. That doesn't really tell me much. I need to smell it on my skin. So like I said, I'm typically more of a gourmand, or I like sweet fragrances, you know what I mean? I like something, typically like an amber note is gonna be in a fragrance that I like, or I like patchouli. I'm not typically a floral girl, but it doesn't mean that it can't have a floral note. It just can't be the overpowering note, you know? It can't really be in the base notes, because I don't really want it to rest there. I just need, if there's a floral note in there, I just need it to help it to develop. So I like patchouli, woodsy notes, things like that are what I kind of lean towards. Something that may be spicy, a cinnamon or something like that. I like that in my fragrance, not necessarily leading. Again, I don't like it to lead with cinnamon or to be the main accord in the fragrance, the range, but I don't mind it to help it to develop. So if you're more of a floral fragrance girl, then you might not like what I like. I'm just trying to help you to understand I'm not really the floral girl. So okay, so let's get into some fragrances. That's what we're here for. That's what we came to talk about, was the juice, honey, the juice. The juice. And my first one is this Gentle Fluidity Gold. Now this, as you see, my juice, the bottle is, the juice is kind of lavender purple, and it doesn't necessarily start off this way. It's more clear, but I think it's, someone said it's because of the way that the vanilla develops. So your bottle, when they mix your fragrance, another fragrance that I have, they always mix it for me and I get it fresh, and it has a maceration period. And somebody told me I was saying that wrong, but it's maceration, and I'll put that on the screen. It's because you would think maturation, like like maturing, but those are two different words. They kind of mean almost the same thing, but maceration process. All the ingredients kind of develop in your bottle. And the best way to store your perfume, I don't store my perfume the best way because it's right up there on that shelf, but is in a cool, dark place because it preserves your fragrance. I just learned that too. We're learning so many new things in these sweet, sweet streets, right? It smells still wonderful, the same. It smells the same. But the juice has turned lavender. And so I have my notes here. This fragrance has this gentle fluidity gold. They have a gentle fluidity gold and one silver. So I tend to gravitate towards the gold. This is the large bottle. This is like my third bottle of this because I love it so much. I'm planning to always have this in my collection as long as, you know, I can get it, you know? But it's a good one. It's so good. It has vanilla, amber, nutmeg, musk, woodsy, juniper berries, coriander. It's spicy, earthy, and woodsy. So Gentle Fluidity Gold, she's that girl. I mean, I can't explain her any other kind of way. She's definitely, for me, signature scent worthy. Like, this is what I'm smelling like. You know what I mean? A lot of the times, like I said, I'll just keep buying these bottles over, and this is my third one. My girlfriend had it in her hotel room. She came to visit and she had it in her hotel room during a conference that I host. And I went in her room and I sprayed some on, and I've been in love ever since. It's amazing. It's skin scent worthy because, for me, for my body, because it's the right amount of sweet, the right amount of floral, the right amount of musks. Yeah, it does it for me. So this is the vanilla in it. Oh gosh, it's to die for. It's crisp, it's ambery. Oh, I mean, the vanilla along with the musks and the spicy florals, they kind of, I mean, it's unmatched. Okay, now we have my most complimented fragrance. Gentle Fluidity, it does it too. People they like it on me. I tend to go nose blind on this, but this Thé Noir 29 by Le Labo is my most complimented fragrance, hands down. It does it. It's like both soft and strong at the same time. It gives you all the goods. It's got bergamot, subtle fig, bay leaves. It's got like the depth of vetiver. It says vetiver, but it's like a deeper vetiver. Cedarwood, musk. It ends with black tea leaves, hay, tobacco. I mean, it's kind of got like a complex kind of mix mash. But it's musky and sweet, also earthy and woodsy. Now, all those things are represented in this bottle. The bottle is not fancy, but it does have the magnetic top, so I love that. This looks brand new because it is, but again, this is my third bottle of this. Like, these two scents I'll probably always have in my collection. If I can get my hands on them, I'm gonna, as long as they don't discontinue them and the Lord keeps blessing me, these two will always be in my collection. I get so many compliments on this fragrance. This is the one that I have them make fresh for me, and it has to go through that maceration period too. I think they said 2 days to 2 weeks it takes to go through the maceration period. But when it comes together, y'all, Le Labo Thé Noir 29. She's that girl too. She is. I'm probably gonna be saying that about all the fragrances that I got over here because these just hit. They hit. And I'm showing you all the fragrances that I would buy over and over. Okay, so This one, like the hay in here, you would think that that wouldn't be prominent, but I smell it. I smell it. I smell the ambery note in there, and all the spicy florals I smell in there. It's wonderful. Get your nose on this and see if it works with your body chemistry. Thé Noir 29. A lot of times they'll tell you they don't have the ingredients in the store, but if you have to order it, and you like the kind of stuff that I like, order it. You'll like it. The longevity on this fragrance is sick. Like the scent trail, you know, wherever you go, I can smell this one. I can't smell the Gentle Fluidity Gold on me. Everybody else can, so I can't say that its longevity is whack. I just go nose blind to it after a while. But this, I smell it all day. All day. It's a heavy hitter. It's like a beast. It works at a beast mode. Okay, our next fragrance is from the house of Initio, and it is Paragon. You guys can't see, and I can't see how much. I don't like when they make the bottles like this because I can't see how much I got left. I can feel it, but I don't want to run out of this. I actually have another bottle. Somebody got me one for my birthday, and it's tucked away in my drawer down there because I don't know how much of this I have left. But this Paragon, it speaks to me like at soul level. When I spray this, like I can imagine myself walking around heaven smelling like Paragon. I kid you not, it's that good. This Paragon, I mean, it's like date night worthy. You know, when you go to get that little cuddle, like right in your neck, this is good stuff. Okay, so the notes in this, in the top, it's got lavender, sage, and bergamot, and then in the heart notes, it goes to plum, Palo Santo, and black pepper. Those are three. I think that's what does it for me because I love all of those. That Palo Santo, plum, and black pepper in a fragrance, I like those three. The base notes are sandalwood, agarwood, and oud. But I think the Palo Santo and the plum and the black pepper are really what do it for me with this fragrance. Like the complexity of these fragrances kind of make it hard to dissect where one ends and where it begins, and where it sits, you know what I mean? But the mix up or the mashup of all of them, this is heavenly, y'all. It's heavenly. Just get your nose on it and see. If you like gourmand fragrances, you gotta like them because it's a heavy hitter. Okay, this next fragrance is the House of Ouds Bonbon Pop, and I'm getting so nervous because I can't tell how much is in here. The bottle is beautiful, the concept is beautiful, all the things. I just can't see. I need to see how much I got because, and let me tell you guys why. I got this when I went to Dallas and I went to the scent room for the first time. Well, the second time. I got this fragrance and they don't carry it anymore. And so I'm seeing online where it is, they said they weren't carrying it because their buyer, whoever was the supplier for it, was giving them a hard time, so they were, discontinuing selling it at their store. And I see where it runs out online a lot, and so I'm trying to figure out where to get this from because I try not to use it all because it's so good. This Bonbon Pop is everything. Now, Bonbon Pop is definitely gonna be on the sweeter side. It's got brown sugar in it, which, although it kind of makes it syrupy sweet, like you think of the name and you think it's playful and all that kind of stuff, but it's really not to be played with. To be honest, it's not to be played with. This is a heavy hitter, She's very rich in the sweetness. It's not a playful sweet. It's a serious sweet. This is perfect for the summer. It's like, it's got the right amount of woodsy and musk in it. It's coconutty, powdery. It's got patchouli, which I love. It's warm. Yeah, it's that girl, it's very summery fruity. And Bonbon Pop has white peach, coconut, and bergamot at the top, patchouli and jasmine, brown sugar, and then there's woods, musks, and amber. So this is like, all of my fragrances almost have the same notes. I'm hearing that they have a lot of the same accords, so, but they smell different. They give a different vibe. But get your nose on Bonbon Pop, y'all. It's good. I'm actually gonna put some of this on. I have on right now, I have on a sample of Queen of Silk, but again, it's a sample, so. Do you guys put perfume around your ankles? Your ankles. Don't forget. You're welcome. Okay, last but certainly not least, from the house of Tom Ford, we have Soleil Blanc. Get into it. This Soleil Blanc is like vacation. They say vacation in a bottle. It's vacation. Listen, I wear my perfume wherever I want to wear it. You know what I'm saying? Wherever I want to wear it. People put on perfumes according to where they're going. I put it on and wear it wherever I want to wear it. I mean, that's just me. It just depends on how I feel. It depends on what I'm, the vibe I'm going for, the outfit, all that kind of stuff. I go based on that more so than where I'm going. In Tom Ford's top notes, you have pistachio, cardamom, bergamot, and pink pepper. The heart notes or the mid notes are tuberose, ylang ylang, and jasmine. Then you have in the base notes coconut, amber, tonka bean, and benzoin. And the coconut is what resonates for me along with the amber. That's what I kind of get into when it dries down, because the dry down is incredible. And the longevity is I would say from 1 to 10, the longevity is probably like a 6.57. So it's pretty good, especially if you spray your clothes. Now I'm a heavy sprayer, I'm an over sprayer. I don't know, you guys just saw me, to do the circle thing, and I already had on perfume. So yeah, I'm not afraid of perfume, but if you're not an over sprayer, then you might not get as much longevity out of it. But Soleil Blanc, any Tom Ford fragrance, honestly, is gonna do it for you, especially the private blends, the ones that are in these kinds of bottles. The private blend fragrances, they eat. Is this my favorite Tom Ford fragrance? Between this and the cherries, the Lost Cherry and the Cherry Smoke, I don't necessarily like Electric Cherry, but I do like Lost Cherry for summertime, and I like Cherry Smoke for fall and winter. But I want to say this Soleil Blanc has me, it has my heart right now. This is my favorite Tom Ford fragrance. But any of these, get your nose on them. We got Gentle Fluidity Gold. We have Thé Noir 29. Initio's Paragon, Bonbon Pop by the House of Oud, and we also have Tom Ford Soleil Blanc. So if you guys want to get your nose on any of those, let me know. If you have them, let me know what you think of them. If you are looking for something that's kind of sweet and gourmand and a heavy hitter fragrance, definitely try one of these. Let me know what you think. Now, because they have similar notes, I have mixed these two, and when I mix these, I get so many compliments. This is Paragon and Bonbon Pop. I get so many compliments when I mix those two. Alike, I get complimented on Thé Noir and Gentle Fluidity Gold. When I put these two together, they do something, y'all. They do something. It's magical. There are a couple that just are not hitting it for me. I have Very Good Girl by Carolina Herrera, and I'm just kind of like on the fence about it, probably because it's more of a floral. My sister got it for me for my birthday, and it smells wonderful on her. Like, it smells good on her. That's her body chemistry handles it well. Me, not so much. I think it's because of the rose. The rose and like the lychee. It's kind of like bitter, a little tart for me, a little too tart for me. But I'm thinking about trying it and mixing it with something that's very sweet and see what I can get out of that. Right off the top of my head, I'm thinking the Cafe Rose, which is a rose kind of fragrance I like that I didn't anticipate liking. So, you know, I'll try stuff. Just because it's out of my wheelhouse doesn't mean I won't try it. So, yeah, I don't know. I might play around with it a little bit more, but if not, then I'm thinking about exchanging it and getting Creed's Carmina, no, not Carmina. Creed's Queen of Silk. I only have a decant size of Tom Ford's Lost Cherry. What else? There was another one that I was thinking about getting. Oh, it's MFK's Oud Satin Mood, which Oud Satin Mood is kind of rosy as well. But I think the vanilla in it is what does it for me. I had that fragrance and I liked it a lot, and I mixed it with a lot of different things. It kind of, you know, brightened up. The rose in it was a bright rose. It wasn't a bitter rose. Can roses be sweet? I don't know. I don't know, but anyway, that was what did it for me. So I thought about probably more so Queen of Silk because I haven't had that one. But if I'm re-upping, I would re-up on either the Lost Cherry by Tom Ford or Oud Satin Mood by MFK. So it's a whole new day and I'm kicking myself in the teeth because I forgot to do an outro for this video. But I hope you guys found something in this video that was helpful to you in either, you know, finding your signature scent or, you know, a skin scent, or just learning something new about fragrances in general. If you did, leave me a thumbs up, like, share, comment, subscribe, all the things. Come back for, hit the bell for notifications so you can come back for more uploads. I tend to upload weekly vlogs. Sometimes I do videos, but nonetheless, you need to know when I post, right? So hit the bell for notifications, and I hope to see you guys in the next one. Don't forget to thumbs up. All right, see you.